These are the 10 best celebrity baby names for the year 2025, chosen by an expert. Hi, my name is Steph. I'm a professional name consultant. I look at baby names every single day, and I am going to share with you my favorite celebrity baby names from the year. I look forward to doing this video every single year. So I have my top 10 celebrity baby names chosen this year. Then I have a couple influencers that I want to shout out, as well as some honorable mentions and things we can learn. But first, why do celebrities tend to pick more outrageous or unique baby names? I will say that is not what is trending right now. It seems like celebrities are going for more classic names again. Like things are always switching, but there are still some gems out there that are just a little bit wacky, and I have a theory on why. Number one, people are already talking about celebrities, so what do they care if people talk about their kid's baby name? They're already being scrutinized. They're already getting articles written about them. They're already hearing rumors that aren't true. And I think you just get used to not caring what others think. It's a muscle you can build. As someone who is on social media and has been on multiple platforms for many years now, for like 5 years, it is something you just get used to scrolling past a hate comment. So I think celebrities have developed a thicker skin. The second reason they might choose a more wild or whimsical name, let's say, is that, it's good press. People are going to talk about it. I have seen more celebrities choose to keep their kids' names private and definitely showing less of their kids online, which I love. I think that is so great. What a great move. We don't need to see your kids growing up. That's their life. Let them have that. You're the one who chose to do movies or, be a superstar athlete, but your kids didn't. So I love that. But I also really love hearing all the names. So I'm so grateful when people do share the names. And I do think it gets you back in the press and people are going to write about it. It's a fun reveal, especially with social media and the announcements online. And the third thing I've noticed is that artists in particular tend to have a bit more whimsy and fun. I say this with love because my husband is a software engineer and he's very analytical, logical, very smart, but very much lacks whimsy and tends to more traditional things. And I do think when you're an artist, you're kind of like, you go with the flow, you see the creativity in so many different things, and you're like, oh, what a cool name. And you might embrace that. And, if you're someone who does theater and film, you're probably a creative person who might want a creative baby name. At number 10, we have the famous actor Chris Evans and his wife, Alba. They had a daughter and named her Alma Grace, which I'm obsessed with. What a beautiful vintage combo. Alma means nourishing or soul. We love Grace in the middle spot. Alma Grace, fantastic choice. Next up, we have Keith Lee and his wife Ronnie. So he used to be a mixed martial artist and then he started doing food reviews on TikTok. They had a little son and his name is Cardigan Marcus. Okay, I'm obsessed with the name Cardigan. I would have probably spelled it with a C myself, but of course, he's Keith with a K. I think it makes sense. They spelled it with a K. I just think this is such a cool name. I love it so much. Cardigan. I think it's a great gender neutral name, actually. And what do you guys think of Cardigan? At number 8, we have a couple I have talked about so much in my short form videos because they have the most whimsical name choices and I'm here for them. We have Nara and Lucky Blue Smith. So the siblings, just in case you don't remember, we have Gravity Blue, he has from another relationship, and then with Nara, he is Slim Easy, Rumble Honey, Whimsy Lou, and the newest baby girl, the newest addition is Fawny Golden. Now, this would not have been my choice for them. I don't love the flow, but how beautiful is the name Fawny? Like, I don't care about the first and middle name. How often do you introduce yourself like that? So stunning. It's actually one of the more mainstream options I think they've chosen when you look at Slim Easy and Rumble Honey. Whimsy Lou is probably my favorite. But yeah, what do you guys think of Fawny Golden? I love Golden in the middle spot. I love the first name of Fawny. I just would not have put them together, but they still made my list. At number 7, we have Brock and Jenna Purdy. Now, Brock is the San Francisco 49ers quarterback. My son is going to be very happy that I am doing a football player's baby name. And they welcomed a little girl named Millie Jolene. Who doesn't love this name? We're keeping with that IE ending just like Fawny. Millie, it's giving whimsy, it's giving nickname vibes. If you are on the fence and you're considering a name that ends in an IE for your kid, go for it. They do not need a full name. If that's the name you're going to call them, use it. Now, Jolene, I guess, is Jenna's middle name as well, which we love. My mom's Lynn. My middle name is Lynn. My daughter's middle name is Lynn. I love when that passes on as well. And it makes me think of Dolly Parton. I just think it's so pretty. It's a lot of L sounds for me. as a name consultant, but I really did love it. Millie Jolene. At number 6, we have Wilmer Voldemira and his wife Amanda. They welcomed a son named Wolf Monty. I think we have not been hearing enough animal inspired names for babies recently, and I am so here for it. I love the name Wolf. I think it's so strong and simple and beautiful at the same time. Wolf Monty, great combo. Very happy to see this one. Let's go across the pond for number 5. We have Princess Beatrice and her husband Eduardo. I'm not committing to the accent, but I can do it. They welcomed a little girl, named her Athena Elizabeth. Athena, we love a strong Greek name. And then Elizabeth to honor the late Queen Elizabeth. And I think that's a really lovely choice. I feel like Athena is going to keep getting more popular. Next up, I do not know them because I don't follow country music. We have Cole and Courtney Swindle. They had a girl and named her Rainy Gale, and it stopped in my tracks. I love Rainy. Instead of river or rain or ocean or all of those types, like it's giving those vibes, but Rainy. Add that Y. Ooh, it's so good. And then Gail, my best friend loves the name Gail, so I'm kind of drawn to it now as well. Rainy Gale, very, very cute. At number 3, we are finally going into like some gender bending. So we have Lauren Bushnell and her husband Chris Lane. They had a little girl and named her Logan. Now, this isn't even a gender neutral name. This is a traditionally more masculine name like Elliot and Spencer and Wyatt and James and Charlie. And I love, 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 love when celebrities do this. And anyone, frankly. I love seeing a little girl named Logan. I think Logan was on my list for baby number 1 when I had a son. I love it even more for a girl. It is just perfection, and it is my number 3. At number 2, we have Phil Collins' daughter, the actress Lily Collins, and her husband Charlie. They had a girl and named her Tuva Jane. Okay, I worry about pronouncing this one. Tuva Jane. How do you say that? It sounds more beautiful on its own. Tuva. I don't know. It's spelled Tove, but it's pronounced Tuve. And I think it is absolutely beautiful. It's a Scandinavian name, I want to say. I love it. It's different. But it's still short and fun and playful. And I don't know, with a classic middle name, what a great combo. And finally, at number 1, we have another actress. She's from the TV show Elspeth, which I have not seen. Her name's Cara Patterson. Her husband is Rufin, and their daughters' names are like a dream come true to me. So I'm going to share the older sisters as well. All of their names start with a C. We have Cressida and Coretta. Stunning. And then their newest daughter is named Cleopatra Siobhan. Are you kidding me? Cleopatra. Not just Cleo. She went with the full name. I'm obsessed. I'm here for this. When I saw that somebody had used the name Cleopatra, I was like, done. That's my number 1. So I'm curious what you guys think. I definitely had more girl names on my list than boy names. And I just think there were boys that were being named by celebrities, but a lot of them were like Christopher and George and Oliver and just very classic or very popular names, which as an uncommon whimsical name specialist, I am not going to put those on my top 10. So I had to reach, and most of them ended up being girl names. And of course, we have to talk about 2 major influencers that named babies this year. Number 1, we have Trisha Paytas and her husband Moses. I did a video on this at the time. How can you not talk about the fact that she named her son Aquaman? She has daughters Malibu Barbie and then Elvis, which she was going to use regardless of the gender of the baby. And now she has an Aquaman. And I mean, it's epic. It's something that I will remember forever as a name consultant. And I think it's so her, you know what I mean? Like, she's being true to herself. You might think that's not a great name, or I would never use that name, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be for you. It's for Trisha Paytas. So I had to highlight Aquaman because it's such a fantastic, like, wild, bold choice. And then I had to share that Selena Spooky Boo, or Selena Myers, and her husband Adam, they had a son and named him Remy. And I did a video for her, and she commented, she sent me a message, and she was like, you guessed one of the names on our list. And they ended up with Remy, and I was like so happy that Remy was on my list for them of my suggestions. So I had to share because I'm so happy for them. They had a really long decade plus of infertility and getting to this point to have their child. And so I'm so thrilled for them. And I think Remy is just a gorgeous name. So cute, so sweet. And again, has a little bit more of the whimsical nickname vibes. So use it. Quickly, here are my 2 honorable mentions and why I wouldn't recommend clients do this. So we have Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. They have 2 sons, Riza and Riot. I hope I'm pronouncing those correctly. And they had a daughter and named her Rocky Irish. Now, Irish is such a cute middle name, and they changed Rocky to an I instead of the Y. And I know that ASAP Rocky is his like musician professional name. It's just not my favorite when parents do this. I think every child deserves their own name and identity. Put it in the middle spot if you want, but giving her the exact name, it's so cute for a girl. Love Rocky for a girl, just wouldn't do that when the parent's name also goes by Rocky. And then John Bon Jovi's son, Jesse. This is so interesting to me. I realized he married a girl named Jessie. They the same name. It's so funny when people do that, you know, a Taylor marries a Taylor, Christine marries a Chris. It's just so interesting to me. Anyway, they had a girl and they named her Blair Lucy. And I do like the name Blair and I love Lucy. Both are great names. I don't like an L sound next to an L sound. So Blair Lucy, to me, it doesn't have the best flow. And again, it doesn't really matter with the first and middle names, but if you're looking at sounds and one name ends with an L and the next name starts with an L, it's best to avoid it. If you liked this video, you'll probably like my baby name blunders video where I give you the 3 biggest baby naming mistakes and how to avoid them. If you learned something new or you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and definitely subscribe if you love baby name content. I would also like to invite you all to my Patreon, which is called the Name Lounge, where you get to participate. You get to curate your own baby name list every month. We do a new baby name challenge. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy naming!